All right, let's get it. Yeah, baby. Man, when it's rainy out, I don't know, it just feels so much colder. Maybe it's just a mental thing, but that's just how it feels in my mind. Maybe. But today we're talking about what is success? What is your definition of success? I think that we have been kind of given one, at least for the most part, like have a super expensive house, have a super expensive car, buy the best clothes, and have all these expensive things. But what if you don't really want all that? And I think that we've been kind of led to believe that that is success, like in itself. Like if you don't make it there, you're not successful. At least that's what I've been fed via the internet and kind of things that you hear all through your life. But I think that that's just something that we've been kind of handed. I think that the real way that, we determine our success is we craft it ourselves. We have this image in our mind. Like for me, my definition of success, it's kind of just an idea. I want, a good house on, it doesn't have to be huge, it's just a nice house on like 5 acres near some water. That's mostly the physical. I want a car that's going to get me from place to place, that isn't going to break down, and be able to go off roads. And more than anything, I want to wake up in the morning feeling, just good. Just like I'm happy to be alive another day. And another thing in terms of like life, I guess, would be I don't want to stop working. I want to find something that I love doing that I can keep doing for my entire life. And still, make money from it and just enjoy it, have fulfillment from it. And so that's kind of my idea of success, is living a life like that, where I can work doing things that I love, still, have that nice place where I live near, the water that I want, and get to where I need to go without breaking down. And I think that there are some, kind of things that everyone should consider with their success, namely health. I think that everyone should, eat good food, exercise, enough to keep their body in working order, how much water you drink, how much you actually get good sleep. And then I think that the second part of what everyone should consider is having good enough finances to where if shit hits the fan, you're still able to, make it, not just completely start scrambling to, figure out what you're going to do and how you're actually going to live. And so I think that those are the kind of prerequisites that, or just things that, should be necessities for everyone, just because you're going to feel good if you have good health, and also mentally you're going to feel really good if you have good finances. But I think that we need to start thinking about, more of what our success is, because I think that there's that mainstream success, but it creates a lot of unnecessary stress if you don't really want those things, like the millions of dollar houses and gazillion dollar cars. Because those are nice things, but to me, like, I don't really need it. And it adds a lot of unnecessary stress onto a lot of people's heads, I think. Because think about it. If you don't really want the, super expensive houses, super expensive cars, and super expensive clothes, you're fine with kind of a more basic lifestyle, it's going to add a lot more stress onto your life to be working towards those things that you don't really want. Because the life that I mentioned, it'll still cost money. 5 acres with a, good size, with a nice size house, and just, near water is still going to cost me a lot, but it's not going to cost me nearly as much as what I've been kind of fed, at least for the mainstream, society in America. And so I think that it takes a lot of stress off your plate and actually pushes you towards the things that you do really want. And so think about what your version of success is. You can have a physical goal, a financial goal. You can have, where you want to live, the car you want to drive. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that, kind of mainstream idea, unless you don't want it. Having a super nice car is just fine. Having a super nice house, and those things are very expensive, are just fine if you really want them. But if you don't really want them, then change up your idea of success and, make it your own. But I think that's my whole spiel. Think about it for yourself. What is your definition of success. Like, are you going to take the one that you've been fed, or make one for yourself and I think live a much more happy and fulfilling life because you have actually thought about what you want in your life? And yeah, but I think that when we go back to that thing that I want to work pretty much for my whole life, if I'm doing things that I actually love, you don't hear that a lot. I think that so many people focus on retirement. I'm going to work so hard until, I retire. And that's fine, but I'd rather find something that I actually like doing, because if I was retired, I guess I could travel and shit, but I still want to be able to help the world in some way, and so I don't think I'd ever truly retire. But I hope you have enjoyed. Think about it for yourself, and let's dunk. Oh my god, that feels so good. But I think I've said all I need to say. Think about it for yourself. That's a huge part there. With everything that I say, you don't just have to take my word as gospel. Think about it for yourself, and I hope that you have enjoyed, and have a great day. Bye-bye.